Hey guys, welcome to another book sourcing video. I am Prof Sales and I'm going to talk to you today about some of the finds we recently got at a local Habitat for Humanity restore, as well as some library sales and so on. We spent the better part of a day, I guess about 6 hours outsourcing, and we found quite a few books that day. I think we found about 74 books on the day, which was great. But this one stop had about 32 books alone that we found at it, and then the rest were spread over some others. So I'm going to show you some of the books that we found. I'm going to show you the screenshots of the ScoutIQ app that I like to use to figure out if a book is worth buying or not, and kind of what our thought process was, as well as expected profits and so on. I'm still learning to use this app. I'm still a beginner bookseller by any measure, so I obviously do not know everything. If I say something you don't think sounds right, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will gladly address it. But let's jump right in and see what we found. Okay, so first up we have a book with an $8.49 profit. You notice there's no buy cost. We don't include that on books because that cost could change depending on where you're sourcing your books and how much you're paying for them, so you can always subtract. This book has a rank of 2.1 million, so it's definitely going to take a little bit longer to sell with a used buy box of $17.95. One concern, there's no e-score, which could indicate there's no sales in the last 180 days, but with only 36 used offers and 4 new offers, it's worth the risk. Next book has a great profit, $26.90. We can see here that's based on a $39.76 buy box on e-score of 3, which means it's probably only selling one copy every 60 days. But with only 25 total offers here and that kind of profit, definitely worth taking a chance on if you can get it low enough, 50 cents or $1, and that's what we decided to do. So hopefully this one will sell and we'll make a great profit. Okay, this book only has a profit of $3.73, so you might be asking why in the world we pick it up. But look at the rank, 785. That is super good. This book is selling very, very often. E-score 104 is very strong. This book is what you would consider to be the fast nickel book, and should sell very quickly. Okay, good profit on this book too. Ranks a bit higher at 654,000. No e-score on this one, but still it popped up with a $20.99 used buy box. Books like this with only 27 offers total are usually worth taking a risk on, and the profit is really good considering we only paid 50 cents for this book. This next book has a good rank, 730,000. It's under a million. $31.34 profit on a $44.99 FBA offer of good condition. So with only 19 used and 8 new offers, this should be a book that will sell pretty quickly, and obviously the profit is really great, so love this pickup. Anytime a book has a double-digit profit, I'm going to pick it up because you can usually get it for $1, $1.50 at most. So this book with a 333,000 rank, that's great. 35 e-score, it's selling one every 5 days or so. And I think we paid a total of 50 cents for this book, so easy pickup. Just like the last book, double-digit profit on this one. This one's got not as quite a good a rank, so it may take a while to sell. It does have a lot of offers, so this one's kind of iffy actually. This could be one where you may even eventually get rid of it if you weren't able to sell it quickly enough, because it's not selling that many copies per day. This book has a great rank, double-digit profit, and a $25 used box. A lot of people use that number because at $25, Prime members get free shipping. So it's better to price your item a lot of times at $25 than it is at $24 or $23, just because you will open yourself up to a lot more buyers by doing that higher price. Okay, this book is also a double-digit profit, just under the 1 million rank. E-score is not great, so this book's selling about one copy every 20 days approximately. 66 used, 12 new. I don't think there was a lot of FBA offers on this one, showing none, but I think there might have been some when you actually went to Amazon, but still a pickup. $10 profit on this book, great rank, 371,000, 24 e-score, which is pretty good. Not a lot of offers, only 44 total. So basically a $10 bill in my pocket because I'm pretty sure I maybe only paid 50 cents for this book. So again, you want to pick these up all day long. Okay, this book's a little more speculative. This is a higher rank, 3.4 million. Usually you don't want to buy books this high a rank. But with only 14 total offers, it's selling one every 90 days, so every 3 months. It's good profit, nearly 20 bucks on it, and just not a lot of offers out there with only 14 total. I think it was worth it. Okay, so I will take a flyer on a book. This is a huge rank, 5.4 million. It did come up as an accept with our ScoutIQ triggers because it's showing a $41.80 or 78-cent price. 6 offers, no e-score. May have to sit on this one 6 months, maybe even a year, but there's a lot of profit there. You can withstand the fees. Another huge profit book potentially with a high rank, 3.5 million. It is selling one every 90 days. Again, you need to take some risk on some of these, I think. I don't know if this book will sell or not. I think I was only in it for 50 cents, so what am I really going to lose? And if it does sell for 40 bucks, I'm going to make a tremendous profit. Okay, so we didn't buy this book, I don't believe, but Karen just likes to save money. So she picked up a Penny Pincher's Almanac, and she's been pinching pennies ever since. Win-win. Why would I pick up a book I can only make $3.35 on, maybe $2 something after fees? Because it has a 12,000 rank, and it's going to sell super fast. This book sells tremendously, and it was there, and we scanned it, and we got it. So you might as well pick it up. You're going to waste money if you leave this behind, so we went ahead and put it in the cart. Cool thing about this store is they allowed you to spin this wheel, and whatever number it landed on, you got that extra percentage off of your purchase. Kind of like Wheel of Fortune for a retail store. So Karen spun the wheel, and unfortunately the wheel is filled with 5% off, which is what we got, but hey, it's still 5% and worth it. So this store represented our best single store to date. We scanned about 1,200 books, but we took home 32. We really didn't spend that much, a total of about 42 bucks on all these. You can see them piled up in the cart, which by the way, get a cart guys or have a bag when you're book sourcing. Books get heavy really quickly. If you get more than 5 or 6, you're going to start dropping them, damaging them. We were super happy with this store. We'll probably give this store at least another month or so before we head back up there. It's a little bit a ways away from us anyway, so you definitely don't want to go back and scan all those books again and just pull out a few. But we were super happy with it. We almost passed by this store on our way to another one. We almost said we weren't going to do it, but so glad we did. So never overlook an opportunity right in front of you. Last but not certainly least was this book. Yes, you're seeing that profit right, $224, and you think that's not even possible. Well, it turns out this book has sold recently in the last year several times, and it has sold for that amount or even more. So this book cost $2. It was at a library at a sale that had been going on for several days, so a lot of people probably looked right over this book. I picked it up and thought, man, that's kind of a cool book. It's actually a book about dog kennel design, believe it or not. And I'm going to price it at $275. I will definitely have to wait a while on this one, but obviously at that kind of ridiculous profit, I'm willing to wait even a year, or even more, and it would not be a bad flip at all. So really excited about this one. All right, so that was a great trip. A lot of great books we found last week. Total profit for the week estimated is just under $1,000. Guys, that's crazy. I don't know how many hours we spent total working on this shipment and sourcing. I don't think it was even 30. 30 would be the absolute high end. I believe it was probably more like 25. So a pretty good hourly rate. And that's only going to get better as we get better at doing this and, perfect our processes and so on. Right now, shipping and packing up these books and sending them in, I'm not very good at. So quite honestly, I know that's an area I can improve in. So I'm going to spend some time on YouTube, watching some videos, going through some resources other people have about how to be a lot more effective at packing and shipping and getting your shipment ready to go to Amazon a lot quicker. But our goal right now is to send in at least 100 books a week to start building inventory, which will build sales volume. And of course, it'll also build profit. I think over the course of a year, going by Caleb Ross numbers, that could produce as much as $19,000 or $20,000 of profit. And of course, that'll just keep scaling. And then you'll build on that the next year. Maybe it's even $24,000, but it's a good number. It's decent. And it'll definitely give us a lot of room to grow. We've already made a list. We'll talk about this in a future video. We've made a list of stores and sources that are around us that we could hit realistically once a month. And that way give those sources time to sort of reload and get more inventory in. And that's not even counting things that are one-offs like yard sales and estate sales, or even local book buys or buying in bulk. Not really ready to do any of those things yet, but those opportunities are out there as well. It was interesting when we did yard sales this past weekend. Car and I realized so many people view books as sort of a, just something that's a nuisance to them. They don't want to fool with them. We had yard sale sellers. It was a rainy day, and they didn't want to pull their books out because they didn't want to fool with them. They didn't think they'd make any money. We tried to get them to do it. They just wouldn't do it. So there's definitely a lot of people out there who feel like books are just not worth it. So there's a lot of opportunity to find books in places that maybe you hadn't thought before, as well as if you have a lot of retail supply in terms of thrifts and consignment shops and things like that. Anywhere that's got books for sale is definitely a potential source. So we were happy with this first full week. We both did this endeavor together. Next week, we will be doing a lot more sourcing as well, because we got a second scanner, a second Bluetooth scanner. A Bluetooth scanner is really, really useful if you got to go through a lot of books. If you only have to do a few one-offs here and there, it's not really necessary. But if you're going through hundreds of books in one location, a scanner will save you a tremendous amount of time. So next week we should be really fast with the sourcing. So we've already improved our sourcing time there. So I'm looking forward to that efficiency. And I'm also going to do, like I said, the research to sort of figure out how to get better at the packing and shipping to send off to Amazon. So I hope you maybe were inspired by some of the things you saw in this video. Guys, there are $200 books out there. I will definitely update you guys when this book sells sometime in the future, maybe 3 months, 6 months, maybe a year from now. I don't know. But they're definitely out there, but there's a lot of base hits, and the advantage of books is that you can process them very, very quickly for the most part and get them off and not have to deal with them after you've gotten them processed and sent into Amazon FBA. And of course, you can also keep them locally and sell them merchant fulfilled if you want to do that as well. So again, thanks for watching. Be sure you check out some of the other videos here on the channel about book selling and selling on eBay and Amazon in general. And consider subscribing and liking. There's a little button down below this video for both of those things. I'd really appreciate it if you hit that before you leave. And I will see you guys real soon.